also have to unmute my mic. Alright, okay. Hello everyone, welcome back to the Gavra Racing official YouTube channel for the Gavra 24. So where have we been for the last few hours? We had some trouble signing in to everything, but we are back now. And yeah, the remainder of the time will be spent over on this official channel. So particularly what's happened in the night, ran into some lobby issues for car number for PMT Racing, so we are currently 2 hours behind schedule, so the last two lobbies will be 1 hour shorter, just to fill out that 24-hour time. We have unfortunately lost the number 22 Porsche to some lobby glitches as well overnight. In the meantime though, the BCMR Group 1 car, which you can see in the pits, still leading the way in Group 1 and indeed overall. Attengren trying to fight his way back now after his team went 4 laps down overnight to the lead car. And we've also got PMP Mac ahead of Dan Schneider and Lurox at the moment, but I believe Lurox may be headed for that coveted 1 stop. We'll see Dan Schneider now gaining on the back of PMP Mac. But yeah, you join me at Tucson08 once again this morning. It's currently 8:30 where I am in the world at the moment. And yeah, still a long way to go in this race, and we'll have to see how it plays out. Yeah, looking good if you're a BCMR fan at the moment. Just over halfway to go in this lobby. So we can cycle through all of our different drivers. So you see Speeder Tyres in the other Viper in Group 3, currently 57 seconds down on Maverick. These two have been separated by absolutely nothing, but running very different strategies over the course of the 24. And Maverick, who's been with us since the start, although he isn't the only person driving on that account, I think he does have people around, and they're still doing very well for Team UNEM. Down there in P1 in class, P6 overall. And, yeah, Track Stars falling backwards a little bit overnight as well. Going into the late evening really yesterday and overnight, they've fallen back now. So I think this would be for 5th in class. Fourth in class, still ahead of Attengren and Virgin Racing. But yeah, unfortunately for Track Stars slipping back overnight. PMP Mac though moving his team up into P2 overall with an overtake on Dan Schneider. So a good comeback for them. PMP Mac had a shaky start to the session, going wide and into the gravel at the first chicane, the second chicane in the first sector. But yeah, coming back and trying to get past all these cars and stay in P2. Dan Schneider is closing him down though, has got significantly more fuel as it stands at the moment. But both need to make one more stop in this lobby, fairly certain, to get to the end comfortably. Yeah, good morning everyone. I think this is the earliest you've ever had a Gavra stream. I hope you've maybe all in the process of having a breakfast, or have already had your breakfast, but yeah, bringing you the action from the 24 hours of Le Mans. Still PMP Mac and Dan separated by very little. Out on the track at the moment. Bonnie as well starting to reel in Tim a bit out in front. Yeah, BCMR Audi leading the way overall and in class. And I will be hopping in that car next as well. Bonnie just completing his last stint in this race. Has gone purple, so fastest of anybody through that sector, and a 10th up on his personal best time. Well, on the quickest time in the lobby. Very close between our Group 1 field, 3rd and 4th. This is still battling for position indeed out on the circuit. This will be for P2 overall and in class, as Matt gets very out of shape on the exit of the Mulsanne corner, and now Dan Schneider in the slipstream once again. You see the battery deploying there in the bottom left hand corner of your screen as the Porsche winds up now to try and get past the Audi going into the Indianapolis corner. You see still the morning sunlight looking very pretty as it bounces off the Golf livery inspired Porsche there, sorry, into Indianapolis. With an hour and 42 left to go in this lobby. So once again, the last two lobbies will be shortened to 2 hours long, just that we meet the 24-hour deadline for this race. UNEM Maverick still leading the way in Group 3, the 1.7 second penalty as it stands. Car that was under investigation for causing a collision with the number 22 Porsche. Stuart, I think, taking no further action on that occasion. So yeah, still going strong at the front of the Group 3 field. Speedy tyres as well in the Viper for Track Stars. Currently second in class and P7 overall. We'll see what they can do in their pursuit of Team UNEM from Belgium. The other team as well, Atom Racing with Belgian Antonio Kerr in the car at the moment. They're a long way behind Speedy Tyres, about 9 minutes behind Speedy Tyres, so they find themselves going another 3 laps down here at this stage in the race. Now Attengren starting to respond a bit to Bonnie's pace. What can Bonnie do in the middle, in the second sector? 500s up, so Tim still managing to pull away at this stage in the race. And PMP Mac pulling away from Dan Schneider as well down there in the battle for second overall. Mac now starting to pull away from Dan Schneider in second. There's Attengren now being caught by Bonnie as well. Let's see what times Bonnie's doing through sector 3. So both of our Group 1 leaders starting to catch some Group 3 traffic. Let's ride on board with Tim here if we can. And no, we can't, as he's going to go to the outside now and try and get past the Track Stars car. Indeed he is, goes for the move on the inside to the Ford chicanes. Gets the move done nice and cleanly there, so no dramas for the Virgin Racing team. who for some inexplicable reason don't have a racing number. And you can see Bonnie there in the background in hot pursuit. Does a 19.8, the fastest lap time of anyone in this lobby. The fastest lap overall set by Dutchy of 3 minutes 17.8, but we're still a long ways off that as it stands. Oh, was Bonnie off and in the grass. No damage done to the car, thankfully, but keeps it nice and held together just about. That's got to be a pretty good save there from Bonnie, one of the saves of the race, I think. As now hops out in front of Speedy Tyres, but has lost significant time to Tim, who currently leads this stint, but is 5th overall, don't forget. At the moment, would maybe gain a lap back on the Trackstars car. Lurox not really finding the pace in the Toyota in this lobby, but they're still 4th overall. Over halfway into this session, you can tell I'm very tired. I'm trying to manage all of the stuff overnight and early this morning. Yeah, let's see what our drives have in store for us here. What I'm going to do for the next couple minutes is just put up the live timing for you guys, and then yeah, you can have a look at that for the next few minutes. hello, one Mr. ND. I did the exact same thing earlier on. That's why I kind of lost an hour and a half of streamed content, but there's no problem. Right now I've just got the live timing up, so yeah, we can talk, but we don't have to at the moment.
Alright.
Your fellow Irishman doing quite well at the moment. P2 overall in the PMT racing car. I'm gonna see if you can work out what that means in Gaelic, or I'm not sure exactly what it is, but yeah, I'm gonna see if you can work that one out. Because
I'm afraid I have no clue.
If you do work it out at some point, please don't say it on stream.
I won't. What, is it some sort of
it's not the nicest phrase, and I think it's Irish or Gaelic. I'm not sure which one.
I think
yeah, there you go. But yeah, that's the name of their racing team.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I've probably found that out now.
Yeah, Mac doing a solid job at the moment, about 33 seconds behind Bonnie as it stands, at 39 behind Tim. So Asengren unlapping himself then against Mac, Dan, and indeed the Track Stars car of Lurox. And so you also pick up another penalty, unfortunately for them. UNEM Maverick still leading the way in Group 3, although with a very different fuel load to Speedy Tyres behind, and only 10 seconds in between them. These two both still on the same lap after nearly 20 hours of driving.
Yeah, that's interesting to see.
Which is always fun, but yeah, I can see the Group 3 field nice and close. As Bonnie actually now starting to bring that gap down. Has got better tyre wear than Tim, it would seem, at the moment. Really starting to bring that gap down now. It was over 7 seconds, now down to about 5.8. As Bonnie pushing on here in the second half of this stint. Andy, what I'm going to get you to do is, if you can sign into the YouTube and get Gav to give you the get Gav to sign you in. All the details are in the PlayStation chat that I made for the comms. Yeah, so if you sign in, but just don't stream anything for the moment, and then once this race is over, I'll get you to stream the next one.
Alright, yeah. I do it on my YouTube on the PlayStation, yeah?
Yeah, it's YouTube on the PlayStation, yeah.
Alright, thanks.
No problem. Morning Tiger, hello, Mr. Awesome Assassin in the chat. Hello to Kasib as well. He finished his stint for Virgin Racing about an hour and call that what, hour and 36 minutes ago. Kasib was in the Virgin Racing car. Tim doing a very solid job for them at the moment. Currently unlapping himself against the other cars around him, so they're going to move back up a lap. Saying that he's never doing back-to-back stints again. Yeah, I can see why you would say that, to be honest, Kassim. But yeah, Tim doing very well at the moment. He's engineering at it. Okay. So yeah, a bit of team coaching there between the two. Tiger saying that he's dead and he never again will drive that car. Did an alright job overnight there. Tiger taking the reins of the BCMR Audi R18. And Bonnie in there right now, just delivering some good pace and chasing down Tim once again. In the battle for the lead of this stint, but not for the lead overall. BCMR still 2 laps ahead of the next car, that being Mac at the moment, currently P2 overall, Dan Schneider P3 overall, Lurox P4 overall, and it'll be Atengren in P5 as it stands. Yes, he did get his first podium, I suppose, in his stint, so well done to Crypto. 9/10 down is Tim on his most recent sector. Bonnie's still closing that gap, 5/10 quicker than Tim relative to their fastest laps. Bonnie with the fastest lap overall at the moment, a 19.8. But yeah, just to reiterate myself from much earlier, the next two stints will be 2 hours long, so they will be shorter than the ones that you have at the moment. That's just to keep on time with the 24-hour schedule. So I know people have lives outside of sim racing. Still going up between UNEM and Track Stars in Group 3. Don't know if Speedy Tyres had a bit of an incident there, but like I said, they're both on very different fuel loads, so that would indicate very different strategies as well, as Lurox comes up to lap Team UNEM once again in this race and gets it done nicely and cleanly. Gap out in front now coming down to 3.8 to 4 seconds. The Audi having a slight advantage in terms of top end speed. And, the Porsche slightly quicker through some of the corners. Audi does not have the same agility as the Porsche through the corners, but does have that ability to dump the battery. It's got almost double the torque of the Porsche. But interesting there, we see Bonnie not using all of the throttle, perhaps trying to save a little bit of fuel there, perhaps. Going into the latter stage now of this race, should be about 54 lap lobby. As Antonio comes into the pit lane. What will this be for? Presumably for fuel and tyres. Oh, and to fix the damage, there we go. So yeah, front bumper and engine damage there for Antonio. He gets back out onto the track now on a fresh set of the medium tyre. A long way behind Speedy Tyres, about 10 minutes down on Speedy, so about 3 laps down in that case. Really now, the gap sort of stagnating at about 3.7 seconds, but as Bonnie scrapes the wall there in the Porsche curbs to boot, but still pushing as hard as he can. Oh, Cryptech, never change. Ollie now, 3.5 behind him. Just going to put the live timing back up on here for you guys. then, back to the action with just over an hour left to go. 0.7 of a second in between Bonnie and Attengrun for the lead in this stint, but not the lead overall. That's still going to go to the BCMR car. Let's see what Bonnie can do. Oh, and I think there's been an incident in between Antonio and Lurox. Let's have a look here. No damage for Lurox or for Antonio there, so no lasting harm done to either of their races. Let's go back up here to the front. This is part of the track now where the Porsche is strongest. Oh, it's Matt coming into the pits with 0 laps of fuel there. First time that we've seen that this race. Dan Chandler follows him in on 9%. That's separated by about 8 seconds on track, but Bonnie is no longer separated by anything in his battle with Tim. There's contact is there between the two going into the second of the two moles and corners. As I can't change the camera angle annoyingly, but now Tim back in the slipstream of the Audi. Can he do anything here to maybe try and get back on terms with the BCMR car? As they will still remain the same amount of laps down as they were before to the lead car if it were to finish like this. There's still a long way to go yet in this lobby, over just under an hour to go, 59 minutes and 50 seconds as I finish that sentence. But now Tim in the slipstream once again with his tyres. I'm not sure if you can hear me, and he just seems to be going off now. Yeah, already Bonnie pulling out a 1.2 second advantage now over the car behind. As Lurox then around the outside. actually here. Tim's managed to gain some time back on his rival in this stint. So I'm going to leave the camera on here for the next few minutes. Okay, you can see how this battle unfolds. suppose about 33 minutes ago, I should probably say something to you guys. Good morning to everyone who's just joined once again. About we'll call it 6th of lobby 6 left to go. Still got 4 hours left on the clock. So Finn, good morning. The Porsche 911 retired during the night. Finn, unfortunately, they took the decision to retire the car during lobby 4. I think during lobby 4 they chose to retire the car, unfortunately. UNEM Race, if you want to send a claim into the stewards chat, we'll get on that as soon as possible for you. Hello to No Pun to know F1, I think that's Thunder as well in the chat. Hello to you as well. I don't want to drive. Oh, luckily for you, yeah, the next 2 stints are 2 hours long, Thunder, just to try and bring us back on schedule a bit here. Because we are massively off. Lobby overnight went an hour late because we had a few lobby glitches. So yeah, we're going to go down to 2 hours for the last 2 stints. So Bonnie actually scuffed the paintwork a little bit there on the VCO marker. I'm not too sure how that's happened. But we are sending the damage bill his way. It's creeping up now towards 10 o'clock in the morning, British time. 10.1 seconds separates Bonnie and Tim. Mac doing a 19.1 there as well in this stint. It's the fastest lap of the stint so far. Fastest lap overall, Dutchy 3 minutes 17.8. He set that a few hours ago actually. One of his stints, he'll be hopping back in the BCMR Audi for the final stint as well in about 2.5 hours time. I'll be hopping in the car for the next one. Yeah, bringing it to the 12 o'clock mark. And Dutchy hopping in from 12 till 2. There's a bit of a drift there from Mac. From Mac or Jack. I'm going to use his proper name if I can find it. I think I saw it somewhere in the chat here. Ah yeah, Jack. Yeah, there you go. Jack just not trying. There we go. But yeah, he's doing a very solid job for them at the moment. Currently still P2 in class. Have actually gone forward from where they started. Tim looks like he's going to get a lap back on the entire field though, out in front in this stint ahead of Bonnie. So just managing his tyres a bit and managing the fuel, just keeping everything under control. Had a bit of a small battle between these two earlier on in this stint. So it's kind of quieting down now between those two. Mac now catching some traffic in the form of, is that the Atom Racing car? So no, it's going to be Maverick. He's currently 45 seconds ahead of Speedy Tyres. I believe has just come into the pits and actually laps Antonio once again there. Bonnie now in hot pursuit of Tim. Needs to gain about almost a second lap if he wants to put another lap on the rest of the, maintain the same gap to Tim. And my brains are absolutely scrambled right now because I'm going to wait for too long. So now Bonnie closing the gap down to 9.7 seconds between himself and Tim. At this point in time, 27 minutes left to run in this lobby, so probably about 10 laps. He does a 19.6. Tim last lap was a 20.1, so Bonnie half a second quicker on that last lap. Now getting that gap down to 8.5 seconds, so starting to pick up the pace a bit as the tyres on the Porsche start to fade. But now on this part of the track, this is where the Porsche is strongest, can deploy some of that battery that the Audi does not have through this part of the track. Yeah, I've actually just realised something here. If it were to finish like this, and Tim maintained that 1.5 minute gap to Lurox as it stands at the moment, Lurox and Trackstars would drop from 4th to 5th in the overall, as Tim would unlap himself against the leader, hence gaining 1 lap back on Bonnie, which would put his team up to 3 laps down, and Trackstars, unfortunately, I think would go 4 laps down if they lose another lap to Bonnie as well. likewise with P and Dan Schneider. Yeah, about 22 minutes ago. We'll be using this lobby from now until the end of the race. Bonnie makes a small mistake there, still gaining on Tim though, 2.8 seconds in between them. As we head on to lap 47, Bonnie really closing that gap down. 19.8 was the last lap for Bonnie, which is about 6 seconds quicker than Tim. So Tim having a horrible lap 46 there. I don't know if he got traffic or made a small mistake, but a 25.8 there. Now Bonnie's right back in this for the lead in this stint. Out in front, coming down all the time to 3.5. That last lap though, both drivers very matched on time. In fact, Tim marginally quicker on that last lap, so starting to turn up the wick a bit maybe. Tim out in front in the Porsche 919, as my controller seems to be bugging out. No idea what's going on there. Uh, 19 minutes left to run in this session. There we go, now I can change the camera. Just going to go on board at Lerox here in the Track Stars Toyota, going into the Dunlop chicane for the first time. The proper driver's eye for all of you Formula E fans, as Lerox making his way now through the first sector. 29.9, it's a respectable time there for the Australian, as the Atom Racing car of Antonio there is weaving and bobbing and weaving about a bit. We go around the outside of that car and keep chugging along down the straight. Speeds of over 200 miles an hour down here into the first of the Mulsanne chicanes. And it's hard braking now, just before the 100-meter board. Down into second gear, get it nicely turned in and back on the power as soon as you can. A little bit of an audio cut out there on the Toyota. So you can see we are slightly catching, I think that's Dan Schneider in front of us, indeed it is. You can see the Golf liveries Porsche just making its way now into the second of the two Mulsanne chicanes. We go barreling into there now at over 100 miles an hour, back on the throttle once again for Lerox, and out and down the final part of the Mulsanne into Mulsanne corner. So the Mulsanne around here, so big straight. Obviously just the hump that was flattened after Mark Webber had his massive incident in the 90s in the Mercedes. Great few YouTube videos on that describing how that happened. They're very interesting. Then now into Mulsanne corner, the tight right-hander, back on the power as soon as possible. Watch for the battery depletion of the car, because it will mess you up if you're not careful. And now towards Indianapolis, one of my personal favourite corners on the track. Lyrox chooses to keep it nice and tight to the right-hand side of the track at the moment. Let the car roll out to the left before swinging it in to the right and hard braking for the left-hander. So everything nicely turned in there. A little bit of a sliding on the front. You can see we're really catching the car in front now. That is still Wiggly style, I believe. Back on the power once again as we head underneath the Porsche billboard and towards the Porsche curves as we chase down the Porsche. It's Porsches everywhere in this lobby at the moment. And now into the Porsche curves, 5th gear, 190 mile an hour entry. Gets on the power once again, does Lyrox flat. This next one is flat, just try and ride the curve as much as you can, get the extra rotation on the curve. Oh, and a bit of lag there, so I thought we were going off into the wall, and found the final one of the curves, gets on the grass a little bit there, does Lyrox, but no damage done to the car or to his lap time too much. And into the Ford chicanes now, at the end of lap 48, we'll see what lap time this is for the Australian. So braking down now into 2nd gear, getting the car nicely turned in. And back on the power once again, 3 minutes 22.8. Lap on board there with the Toyota. So let's go back up here to the front where the gap has now come down to 1.7 seconds between Bonnie and Tim. Bonnie doing a 19.2, so just 1/10 off the fastest lap time we've seen in this lobby. Let's see how the Englishman is getting on in his pursuit of Attengren. Attengren, of course, a one-time winner in the GT Sport Group A Championship last season in the Nürburgring, managing to outsmart everyone else on the strategy and taking home the win there with some mind-boggling pace as well. Oh, and there's a bit of that was very strange, a bit of lag there between Tim and the Track Stars car, but thankfully no damage done to either one. As Bonnie now has caught the Track Stars Viper at precisely the wrong place. He's going to try and look for a move up the inside, is he? Or just go through the... Okay, well then that's done that then. So Tim was actually quite wide there, and that's compromised his exit now off the corner. And here comes Bonnie with some extra battery charge, but as you can see, the Porsche is still just capable of pulling away down this straight. And now Bonnie has to be more patient, try and get a better line through the S's and try and set Tim up down the Mulsanne straight and into one of the chicanes on the next lap. That 49, potentially a 54 in this lobby then. What can Bonnie do against Tim? Chasing him down once again here. These two had a little tete-a-tete a few minutes ago as well. And that's separated by just over a second here. Bonnie in the hot pursuit, chasing down Tim. Now through the Ford chicanes to end lap 48. I think it's been a difficult lap for Tim. He's got some battle scars on the front of that Porsche. Likewise for Bonnie, a difficult lap for both of them actually. 21.5 for Tim is a 20.1 for Bonnie, so Bonnie 1.4 seconds up on Tim in that particular lap. As Mac doing a 19.1 is his fastest lap, but has lost that pace 3 seconds down on his personal best time over the past couple of laps. So now Bonnie losing time in this first sector. This is where the Porsche is also very strong, this part of a lap. And now this is where the Audi starts to come into its own. So expect to see that gap come down as we go down the Mulsanne straight. You can see Tim seemingly hemorrhaging time right now to the Audi. Just over a second between the two now. He's going to get to under a second by the time he gets to the braking zone. No, it isn't. Still just over a second as the Atom Racing car, BMW there, stays nicely out of the way. And now Bonnie back on the power. Lost some time in the first of the two chicanes. Let's see what he can do now. Gap coming down once again. Let's ride on board with the Englishman. You can see line astern right behind the gearbox of the Porsche in front. I'm sure Tim is a person who knows how to deal with pressure. There's obviously a Super League champion in Season 1 of the Super League over at Gavra Racing on the F1 side of things. And also it's got much less penalties than Bonnie as well. Tim also being involved in the three-way championship fight between himself, Zita Gorios and Mares in the Super League last season, unfortunately losing out there, finishing in P2, but nonetheless still a very, very good season from him last time out in the Super League also. We're looking to carry that form through into next season as well, I am sure. But Bonnie now is trying to establish some new form in the GT Sport Leagues and trying to overtake Tim out here on the circuit. Same tyres, similar fuel levels. Let's see what they can do against each other. As into Indianapolis, Bonnie would be very bold to try something here. I don't think he's going to go for it now. Yeah, a bit too far back, and Bonnie wides backs out the move. There's a little bit of contact, and Tim is wide, and Tim's off in the gravel, and Bonnie really should slow down and give that position back. Yeah, and Bonnie does need to slow down and give that position back, because that's not really on, really. Just a quick little advantage because of contact there, as Bonnie allows Tim back through and into the leader of the stint, which is probably the only fair thing to do, really. So, something happened between Antonio and Speedy Tyres there. I think it should all be okay, as Bonnie and Tim now getting past the laps car of Maverick, and this battle continues. So we're going to have a look here into the chicane. No backs out of it on this occasion. It's definitely the wiser of the two options. And now Bonnie and Attengren. Linus done once again. Bonnie actually getting the move done there on Tim, but Tim will be fighting it back now with the slipstream. But the Audi is just so dominant in a straight line, even over the Porsche. But Tim's starting to gain some of that time back now as they head into the Mulsanne corner. Is he going to fire one up the inside? Chooses oh, he's sent it actually on the inside, Tim. That was a dutty move. And now here comes Bonnie Evil trying to get the cut back, but what a move from Tim there. Absolute caution to the wind, sent it on the brakes into the Mulsanne corner, clean as you like, and now Bonnie's going to try and fight it back on the outside. They're going wheel to wheel into Indianapolis, but Bonnie gets moved on before they even get to the corner, and that is the advantage that the Audi has in a straight line over the Porsche as it stands. This is thrilling battling at the moment here, with only 8 minutes left to run in this stint. Bonnie does lead the way, no dramas into Indianapolis this time, and now it's a straight fight between these two for the last 8 minutes. Tim now trying desperately to unlap himself against the BCMR Audi. Bonnie doing a sterling job at the moment to keep Tim behind. So through the final few parts of the lap and in towards the Ford chicanes. Both drivers staying well within the track limits there, which is good to see that they're learning after about 2 hours and 53 minutes of driving. The one is 6 hours and 53 minutes. Oh, it's Tim very close to the back of the Audi there. Has to back out of it to not run into the back of the BCMR car. But now down the main straight, look at the power delivery that the Porsche has going up into the first chicane. We haven't seen a move here for a while. Is Tim going to fire on up the inside like he did at Mulsanne? No, sticks behind, and the thing is that at this point in the race, Tim has to take more risk than Bonnie now to try and get back on terms with the other cars in this stint, because if he can complete another lap here, he'll go onto the same laps down as as track stars. So Antonio Singh's having some trouble with his pedals. Hopefully he can get that fixed and get back out onto the circuit and running at full pace. There's 42 seconds between our Group 3 cars at the moment, but the battle is here up in front between Tim and between Bonnie. As in the slipstream once again, is Tim going to try something here? Riding on board now with the Porsche. A one-time winner in the GT Sport Leagues and champion in F1 Super League, Tim Attengren. And once again, you can just watch as the Audi walks away in a straight line here. It's very frustrating for Tim. Not much he can do about this view in front of him at the moment. Let's see what he can do down the next straight. We're going to stay in the cockpit, the true driver's eye with Attengren. As now down the straight there goes. Tim picks up a half-second penalty. The Porsche delivering some more of its battery now. The Audi still just about managing to pull away in a straight line despite the slipstream of the Porsche behind. As now into Mulsanne corner. I think Tim's a little bit too far behind to try something here. But he's very late on the brakes. Nearly goes into the back of Bonnie Evil there. The Porsche having some better braking performance than the Audi, it looks like, at this stage in the race. Or maybe Tim's just very late on the brakes into that corner, who knows. Viperize back in the lobby. Oh, look at how much more speed the Porsche carries through that corner than the Audi. You can just see the visual difference between the two cars through that left and right hander there. And now down the back straight they go. Tim in the slipstream of Bonnie. So Little Blacko has also joined the room. 9/10 now. Tim is behind and just gone to over a second, so there we go. Tim out of the slipstream range now. Let's wait and see what Bonnie can do with this. I think they're going to get one more lap, so they're going to get one more lap, so Tim and Bonnie will go a lap up on the rest of the field, so Tim gets that lap back on Track Stars and indeed everybody else as well. Now Bonnie will just extending that gap out a little bit more between himself and Asmgren. So 17 seconds left in this lobby. It looks like everyone is good. This will be the final lap then for Bonnie and for Tim. All the others looks like will go an extra lap down, which is unfortunate for them, but fortunate for the two out in front as it stands. So Tim already clawing his team back up and into contention now as all teams go 3 laps down on the BCMR crew. Tim recovering that lap and the other drivers will be losing a lap to BCMR as it stands, which means that I think Lurox will now go, or Track Stars will go from 4th in class to 5th in class and overall as well, which is unfortunate for them as Lurox actually picks up front right suspension damage as well in that part of the lap. But yeah, Bonnie serving all of his penalty now as well. Just make sure they get to the end. There's Tim on the inside. There's contact between them. Give each other enough racing room and enough respect there, just about to go side by side through that chicane. But now Bonnie's trying to come back at Tim. Bonnie wants to lead back, and now he's going to go to the outside against Tim. They're going to go wheel to wheel down this back straight and into Molzan corner. We know Tim is later on the brakes, so he's shown it before. Bonnie defends to the inside. Does Tim send it? He's going to go around the outside, but Bonnie's going to say absolutely not. You stay where you are. And now Tim's going to fall behind to about 5 tenths. This is where the Audi is good in a straight line, but just enough slipstream to keep Tim in it. And in fact, he's gaining now on the Audi as they go into Indianapolis. Is he going to send it into one of the hardest corners on the track? It's going to be interesting to see what happens between these two drivers now as they head into the corner. As it's going to be so close between them. Tim too far behind to have a go, but on the next straight is that the Porsche can deliver all of its hybrid boost. The Audi will not have anything to defend with, and Tim has had a really good exit off that corner as well. So here we go, and into the Porsche curve could be the deciding factor in this stint. Tim's gaining a lot. He's gaining all the time now. He's going to go to the inside line as Bonnie hasn't defended it, and Tim on the inside into the Porsche curves. They're still wheel to wheel. They're banging doors. as they go into one of the fastest corners on the track, side by side. They're still side by side with the Porsche Coast. Both drivers giving just enough room, and Bonnie keeps it somehow on the inside line through there. And now Tim will have some more hybrid boost off this corner into the final chicanes. Can Tim get a lap back for his team on BCMR at the final corners of the final laps in this stint? He's going to look to the inside as he knows Bonnie still keeps it, and they're going through the final corners now. It looks like it's going to be Bonnie as he gets a little bit of a boost there from Tim as well, and to the line. Tim's in the gravel, and it's going to be Bonnie who takes it. Wow. Ah, hello, Asengren.
Hi guys, sorry for interrupting. I just wanted to say it didn't really matter in the end, but I noticed a big flaw in the decision to have Bonnie let me pass.
Yeah, he served most of his penalty. I realised that as well after I said it.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, I just wanted to suggest that you don't give that decision anymore.
Okay. Yeah, because I saw it was unfair, and I just thought that you should give it back when I realised that, yeah, it's gonna, yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't really matter in the end, so it's alright.
Alright, okay, well, see you later, Tim. Well, I'm gonna see you in a few minutes, actually, on track.
Yeah. See you.
Who's hosting, by the way?
I am.
Yeah, okay.
Right, so I'll end this stream and I'll let you get signed in.
I
Okay, yeah, cool.